to summon the storm. Greetings, dear viewers. I'm Coiled Quickcard, and today you happen to join me in the middle of my desperately attempting to brute force my way through some of the lower tier monster battles in the arena so that I can finally unlock the ones where I'll actually be able to use my Super Saiyan bears. And it is proving to be extremely difficult because of these god's-forsaken birds. God, I hate these things. And this is only the first match, too. That's the crazy thing. This is only the first match. Oh, wow, okay. Well, we just revived everybody. That's good, I guess? The problem is they're having a lot of trouble even just managing to hit these birds, though. And this is only the first battle of this tier of the arena. But it has to be done with monsters that are below level 60. Unfortunately. Okay. Basically, I'm just trying to get the final stage of the monster fighting unlocked. Alright, let's flip it back to normal. I've also been trying to get the title for 256 battles on hard or higher difficulty. So, been working on that. Anyway, welcome back to Tales of Symphonia, Dawn of the New World. Excuse me. Last time, we beat the game, and I showed off the bad ending and the neutral ending. And today I was planning to do the Twilight Palace and to show off the game's good ending. So I've been going through New Game Plus. I'm halfway through it. I'm on Chapter 5 out of 8. But I'm not there yet. So today is just going to be basically trying to knock off a few little things and trying to rush my way through the story as quick as I can. I'm not going to reach the end of it today. I'm not going to reach the Twilight Palace today. But, you know, I'm going to try to do my best and get through as much as I can in the next, like, I don't know, couple hours or so. I got the first part of the quest chain to unlock the Twilight Palace done again, because that does first unlock here in Chapter 5. I've been knocking off every single side quest and bonus scene along the way, several of which I've actually never even seen before. Not looking forward to doing the Temple of Lightning again. But when I did the first part of the Richter side quest, I was able to defeat that level 120 Phoenix in the Balacroft Mausoleum, which gives you an item which unlocks a couple secret rooms in the Asgard ruins where you can actually pick up extremely good weapons and armor for Marta and Emil. And this is probably the first time I've ever gotten those in all the times I've played this game. Okay, we got through the first fight. That was the tough one. We really need to get through this effectively because one of my monsters is only 2 levels away from not being able to fight in this tier. Its level will be too high. You have to have a level lower than 60 to fight in this tier of the arena. And because the tiers are limited by level, that's actually why I'm trying to knock this out right now. Because both of my Super Saiyan bears are level 69. And the second to last tier of monster fights, you have to be under level 70. And that is the most difficult tier to get monsters ready to do, because it takes so much investment to get monsters that are high enough level, but not too high to clear that tier of the monster. So, that's why I'm doing this now. If I can clear this tier of the arena, then I can absolutely demolish the next tier with my level 69 Super Saiyan bears. Okay, we're doing pretty good. We're going to cast a heal on the bear. No, you are picking on my caster. Okay, alright, everybody's putting out little heals. That's good. There's only 3 matches in the monster arena. Okay, yes! Yes! Okay, I have made it. I have made it to the third. Capsella is now level 59. If Capsella levels up one more time, it will not be eligible for this. So, at best, I have one more attempt at this tier of the monster arena before I have to take out my mushroom. So let's hope it goes well. Okay, what are we up against? It's a Pied Piper. Okay, let's look here. It's a Pied Piper, a Leech King, and a Viper. Honestly, this is not too bad. The Viper is the real problem. Vipers are very strong. But if we can take down the Viper, I think we took down... Yeah, we're done. We've got this. Perfect! Oh, God, I love when it actually comes together. This guy is tough, but we're just gonna bully him down. It's gonna be fine. I'm not worried about it. The next tier of the monster battles, it's not even going to be a battle. It's going to be a slaughter. Got some hot tea. Oh my god, this leech is so strong. Is this thing actually going to beat me? It's regenerating really fast. And it's so... Oh my god, is it going to win? You've got to be kidding me. I'm gonna lose to a damn leech just because of its regeneration. Oh, that sucks. Okay. If I could make this mushroom keep using that attack, then we would actually have a real chance of winning. Oh my god, mushroom. Do something. Yes! Okay, okay. Alright. My monster skills activated. Or my sync skill activated, which revived my party. So we're going to have our doggy cast a heal. Good job, doggy. You literally did not do the one thing I wanted you to do. It's so low to the ground. No one's hitting it. Okay. Alright, what are you casting? First aid? Oh, thank the gods! Oh, praise be to the merciful gods! I beat this tier of the arena. Oh, thank God. That sucked. That absolutely sucked. Alright, let's actually do this properly now. Hanias, level 69. Jord, level 69. Hanias has 5,396 attack. Jord has 5,618 attack. I am also getting ready to evolve basically the last stuff to fill out my monster book. So this guy can get split. This guy can get replaced with Daichi, because I do need a lizard. And I also need a Vorpal bunny ready to evolve. Yes. Okay. It does not matter that I have two monsters in here who are not going to survive. this monster battle. Jord and Hanias have got this. Also, important thing I would like to notice, I picked up, let's see. Oh, I thought I grabbed like a, that doesn't matter. Just watch how much this does not matter. Jord and Hanias are so ridiculously strong, it's actually unfair. I am already regularly seeing them hit enemies for well over 10,000 damage. And their regular attacks are often hitting for over 5,000. They are essentially unbeatable already. And keep in mind, their maximum level is 200. Yeah, that was over 16,000 damage on 2 monsters in a single attack. Welcome back to the Super Saiyan Bears, the Golf Beasts, Hanias and Jord. I legitimately would not be surprised if they could already win the level 100 tier of monster battles. And I am going to pour myself some more hot water into this lovely cup, because I have a second bag of my beloved peppermint tea. Well, Jord and Hanias are now level 70. If they lose, I'm no longer going to be able to use them to clear this tier. But I'm going to be honest, I am really not worried that they are going to fail. Alright, Jord and Hanias, do your thing. Yep. And that is Jord and Hanias. Oh my god, it's actually stupid how powerful they are. So, I want to see if they are already able to clear the level 100 tier. Because if they can, then for 10,000 gold, anytime I want, I'll be able to use them to get a rainbow manuscript, which is good for 100,000 experience for one of my monsters. Farming rainbow manuscripts and then just dropping them on monsters is by far the absolute quickest, easiest way to get all of your monsters evolved. Unfortunately, I made a slight mistake when I beat the game. I forgot that the accessories in your inventory do not carry over. The accessories that you have equipped carry over, but not the ones in your inventory. And all of my monster evolution items were in my inventory. So I'm going to have to farm a completely new set of 10 Philosopher Stones and resynthesize all the special evolution items on this run. But honestly, I'm really not concerned about that ever since I learned how to farm Philosopher Stones, so... Oh, look at that thing! Look at it! Oh, it's so cute! It's 3 kitty cats! The 3 kitty cats just absolutely erased my beasts. Yeah, even with my Super Saiyan Bears, the level 100 monster battle tier is actually insane. But that's alright. That's absolutely fine. We can get silver manuscripts now, which are good for 50,000 XP. So we'll just take one of those and put it on Daichi. Daichi is now level 30. And at level 30, well, actually at level 23, Daichi can turn into a salamander, which is one of the monsters that I have never gotten or seen. I had forgotten that the monster book does not just cover monsters that you have personally used, but also covers monsters that you have seen. So the next one is a Viper. I want to have a Viper ready to evolve. We'll take Volcano. Alright, and with that, we're going to put this back onto hard. I have fought well over 170 battles on hard mode now, so I have less than 100 to hit the 256 mark. I can show off the cool treasures I got from beating that Phoenix. I got the Soul Blast Sword and the Strange Blue Armor for Emil. They've got pretty good abilities on them. For Marta, I got the Rainmaker Robe, which gives her Regenerate, which is awesome. I also got this weapon called Retribution. It is very strong. These are not end-game tier weapons, but they'll carry you for several chapters. I'm not using it, however, because unfortunately, it will decrease the amount of experience she earns. And since on this run I intend on going to Gladsheim, it would be an absolute catastrophe if I if I slowed down my growth, unfortunately. Which does suck. We can go ahead and get a few upgrades, though. Yeah, that's fine. Put on your gold spinner instead. I'm assuming there's not anything I can do to... Oh! Oh, that's... I think I carried all of my crafting materials over from the last game. Oh, that's wonderful. It's going to make it so much quicker and easier to get these things. Actually, I already have enough to make a... I already have enough to make an Edgewalker. Or... Yeah, I can already make a Feral Shadow. That's fantastic. I had not even checked the synthesize menu. I had legitimately not noticed that. Okay. Well then, I can get, Orion right now? That would be pretty good. Yes, you are coming into the party. Am I sure that I didn't have anything equipped on them? just want to make sure. Okay. But anyway, Padfoot, you get the Feral Shadow, and that means we can feed you and take you off this list. Drake, I don't really care. We mostly just want to take you off this list. Fungus, yes, we are sending you back because we do in fact need to get the final form of Fungus. We don't have the thing for you yet. Mostly I just want to get these off my list. Alright, so here's going to be our next special monster. We can evolve it into Orion, which looks absolutely gorgeous. And Furfur, don't really care what we feed you. Cosmos, we're waiting for you to evolve. Jord, Hanias, we can feed you whenever. Alright, so now we take the Feral Shadow off of you. Replace you with the Vorpal Bunny, and Cosmos, replace you with that Volcano. So Vorpal Bunny is going to be the one that gets to evolve first, and that will be its special evolution. There's actually 2 special evolutions for the, Bunny family. So this one, Vorpal Bunny, is going to be going on a journey, and then the Viper will eventually be able to turn into a Kosh, and I will have access to the Lightning Temple before too long, actually. The next dungeon, I just want to think. Check my lists, make sure there's nothing else I need to check right now. No. The next special quest thing on my list is after speaking with Snyder. It's the Richter Quest Part 4. And I did put it back on hard. And I've basically been mostly just playing Emil on auto, just letting him do his own thing. Because Jordan and Hanias basically have this locked down. We're not going to be stopping for reading anything unless it's dialogue that I've never seen before with a few of the side quests. So this is basically just a pure rush. The only really important stuff we needed to do for now is done, so we're going to have a quick skipping of the cutscene. Alright, so let's see how fast a boss fight ends on hard mode. The boss fight on hard mode is over. It took less time than for me to pick up my cup of tea, take a sip, and put it down. In fact, I was barely able to finish my sip by the time the battle was over. Also, after being a little bit staggered with each other for most of the game, oh God, does it feel good. So good that Jordan and Hanias are finally leveling at the same rate. Yeah. Skip the cutscenes, we know. So, I'm pretty sure we just go to the Temple of Darkness at this point, right? Yep. Do. Wipe the skits off the screen. I completely forgot that the Temple of Darkness was even a place I'd have to go. I do enjoy my tea.
Real? Blue?
Yep, let's do this. My characters are so insanely powerful. And of course, the entire time they've been leveling up throughout the game, they've had, like, in-game titles on them. So Marta and Emil have consistently been getting, like, stronger and stronger stat gains with every level up, which is just so damn good.
Say your prayers.
Oh, healing.
Alright, this one's not a boss fight. How long does it take? And it's over. Again? This is hard mode. Oh, God. Oh, this is the level of power I aspire to reach in my games. The point where I barely have to be involved because I'm just so stupidly overpowered. Alright. Go, push that in. Cross the path. Do-do-do. So the real problem is that eventually Jordan and Anais are going to out-level the monster arena. So before they do, I want to farm up rainbow manuscripts so I can use them to get another group of monsters up to level that are actually going to be consistently useful in the level 100 tier. And among them, definitely I want either probably a Jesgionis. Those things are just stupidly powerful. Okay. First things first, make sure we light up all the various little lamps.
Let's do this. Oh, healing power.
Marta, you really don't have to bother with casting. Like, it's fine. There you go. There you go. That bear just hit an enemy with a regular attack for over 23,000 damage. I have frequently said throughout this playthrough that when they were fully powered, the bears would be able to hit for over 20,000 damage. And I will bet that a lot of people did not believe me when I said that. It was not a lie. It was not hyperbolic. It was not an exaggeration. It was actually a pessimistic representation of what the bears can truly do. Because they can get so much stronger than that. Do you want to know how much I've actually seen one of these bears hit for? After multiple cycles of taking it to level 200, resetting it down, and then rebuilding it until its stats were maxed? You want to know how hard I've actually seen a bear hit? Over 60,000. I think about 6,100 was the most I ever saw one of my bears hit for. We are still scratching the surface of the potential of the Super Saiyan bears. Okay. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's the last lamp. Every time I play this game, except for this one time, every time I played this, including my normal playthrough, I forget that I have to light up all the lamps to proceed. But this time, I remembered. And we just gotta keep fighting until Emil unlocks the Berserker title for complete 256 battles on any difficulty except normal. Yeah.
You're so amazing.
The last title I ever get in this game is actually going to be the Fish 100 Fish. So, who knows? Maybe after I do Gladsheim, I'll just do a fishing stream. It will be extremely uninteresting.
We won't lose.
Alright, let's go, guys. Knock them down.
You're using too much ice.
It's so relaxing now. On the first playthrough,
Let's do this.
I just had to... I felt that I needed to pay attention to everything. I needed to take it slow. Because I really wanted to make sure that anyone who comes and watches this game, who watches these VODs in years to come, would be able to get, like, a full experience of it, you know? I really, really, really wanted to do that. And so I really went out of my way to do everything I possibly knew how to do with the game. To really try and explain what was going on, the mechanics, to give my thoughts on, you know, where things were going in the story. And now I can just run through like a lunatic and just destroy everything. There we go. So now we can access the Darkness Element Sorcerer's Ring.
I guess you want to die.
When you actually remember and know how to do these dungeons, you can do them so damn fast.
Converging fury.
You're so amazing.
The very first time I ever played Dawn of the New World, I think by the time I was through, I had captured less than 8 monsters.
Die, scum!
I simply did not fully understand the mechanics of catching them, and I really, really had no concept whatsoever of the kind of power that your monster allies could have. I just, you know, I didn't really see it at the start, and I never kept pursuing it. I would almost always fight with 1 or 2 of the, you know, original game allies in my party instead. And, yeah, it was a very, very different kind of experience when the second time I played through the game, I actually tried to learn and understand the mechanics of the monster capture system, and actually started seeing what monsters were really capable of. It was probably not until my 3rd or 4th playthrough that I actually came to understand the special evolutions for monsters. And that whole time, probably my first 7 or 8 playthroughs were all just a chain of New Game Pluses. So I was already running on like 10 times XP. I got myself a full set of evolution items going from, you know, playthrough to playthrough. And I was just like evolving these things left and right. It was not difficult. It did not take a lot of time. But, oh boy. Once I actually got a Golf Beast, and for whatever reason, I just happened to keep a Golf Beast in my party for a little bit.
Say your prayers.
And at 10 times XP, fighting stuff in the end game, just leveling up other monsters in the party, it took like 3 fights before my Golf Beasts were like level 30, and I realized, oh my god, these things are level 30 and they're hitting harder than anything else I've ever seen in this game, and it is not even close. And that was how I discovered the power of the Golf Beasts. And I have loved them, and ever since then, anytime I've played through this game, I capture 2 bears early on, and they're just my permanent companions. Because even though it takes till basically the end of that first playthrough to pull it off,
Evil forces receive.
it's absolutely worth it. It's so insanely satisfying. I could draw a map of this dungeon in my
Guess you wanna
sleep.
die.
I know it so well.
Brilliant revenge destruction.
So, like I said, I'll probably go for a couple hours today. On my next stream, I will absolutely do the Twilight Palace and the good ending of the game. I also might just do Glodsheim next stream as well.
I wonder.
I have always kept notes
I can sense his
on
presence.
games that I play.
Really?
Just like important things I've learned, important
Yeah.
pieces of information, cheats,
Emil.
secrets, unlockables, checklists. I have a whole folder full of just notepad documents filled with notes, going back probably a good 20 years. Many of which were actually copied from notebooks that I used even older than that. So, I actually looked up my notes, years and years old, probably over 10 years old at this point. My notes on Glodsheim. And thankfully, Past Quill was indeed a very good and smart boy, because Pasquill left an extremely detailed explanation for how Glodsheim works and how to make it suck as little as possible. And thank God Pasquill did this, because I had completely forgotten some of the details. Glodsheim is going to be a nightmare, but I no longer fear it the way that I did before, because now I understand how it works. Basically, Glodsheim is a 10-floor dungeon, and each floor is made up of a series of randomly created rooms.
Say your prayers.
Now,
Receive the judgment of the iridescent.
it will always generate every floor as an 8x8 series of rooms. So it'll always be 8x8. You know, the actual connection points between areas, those are all gonna make it a little tricksy, but it's always going to be 8x8.
We won't lose.
In the corners of each of these 8x8 areas, always in the corners, are big enemies that you have to fight and kill. Once you kill the 4 big enemies on a floor, you can return to where you first entered that floor and go down to the next floor, where you have to repeat the whole thing over again. Past Quill actually included a little paint drawing demonstrating an example map of a floor of Gladsheim, as well as the very strong recommendation that if I ever attempt it again, to make damn sure I have a note and a pen with me, because I will need to draw a map as I go along. And it included a specific warning that failing to do so will make Gladsheim easily take 2 to 3 hours longer than it needs to. So I just want to give a shout out to the past version of myself for realizing that someday I would probably try this again and leaving me the information necessary to achieve it.
It's open.
Looks like that's...
Oh, yeah, I love this tea.
You mean the Veal?
Alright, let's keep going. So I think after this it's... Is it the Cape Fortress after this? Is it Cape Fortress Lightning Temple or Lightning Temple Cape Fortress? No, it would have to be Cape Fortress Lightning Temple. Cool. Hey guy, you want to fight? I want to make damn sure I drop a save here as well, because... I've actually been playing this already for over 4 hours today, before I started the stream. Just rushing through. I think when I started today, I was like right at the end of chapter 2. Yeah. I think this is a good way to put it. When I started New Game Plus, I was at 50 hours. I'm now at 61 hours. When we started the New Game Plus, we were at 981 encounters. We are currently at 232. So we've still got a bit of a way to go to hit the encounters that we need for the title.
Nice sense.
Yep, go ahead, skip the cutscene. Cutscenes without text bubbles can be skipped, because they're all cinematic. Cutscenes with text bubbles I have to mash through.
Are you ready?
Ah, okay.
Will
So...
only last an instant.
this is going to be a problem. Ow. Okay.
Too easy.
Divine embrace.
Fury. Raging thrust.
The Golf Beasts went down to 1 HP, and they're still alive.
Raging thrust. Flick. Slow.
Okay. Marta, I need you... So, one of the real big, dangerous things on hard mode is that bosses use their mythic arts significantly more frequently.
Don't strain
God
yourself.
damn it.
Rise, oh violent.
Okay. Marta, get a life bottle out on a meal,
Come on.
You're slow.
and then let's drop my mythic art. Alright, there we go. The game decided the fight had gone on long enough. And skip the cutscene. And we're done.
Marta?
I did make sure to get the Ignis core on this playthrough, just like the last playthrough, so we're still on track for the good ending. The only other condition for the good ending is that I have to not get struck by lightning a lot in the Lightning Temple. If you get struck by lightning more than... it's either 15 or 30 times in the Lightning Temple, then Lloyd will get to Nitrius's core at the end of the dungeon. And if you don't, then you will get to Nitrius's core at the end of the dungeon. You have to get to Nitrius and Ignis's cores at their temples
So you're on their side.
in order to get the good ending.
No,
What?
Emil.
You... And that's...
Calm down, Emil. I've often wondered if in-universe any of these characters are able to see Emil's eyes change color. Because otherwise I feel like it would be a lot easier for them to tell, you know, when Ratatosk versus Emil is talking.
Emil.
And at the end of the game, Emil really did seem to think
Are
that
you
he would be
okay?
able to, like, trick them.
Yeah.
Ten...
What?
I get...
Alright, let's do it, Emil.
Look.
Yay, Tenebrae!
Tenebrae?
Emi.
Tenebrae.
Send. Though I...
Yay, we got our shape-shifting doggo back.
All right.
Back to Mel Tokyo.
But it... Then... Good.
Emil, look, I know you're worried about your boyfriend. We have other things we need to worry about right now, okay? Like, I don't want to, like, disregard your feelings or anything.
It's...
But I'm kind of trying to get through this quickly, okay?
Hey, Mom.
It is a really weird thing that Emil just randomly had his little Freudian slip and called Sheena Mom. Especially when you consider that this Emil, like, is purely a fabrication and has only lived with his aunt. It's a very, very weird slip for a personality artificially manufactured by Ratatosk to, you know, have come out. Well, I mean, maybe I shouldn't judge, you know? Maybe Ratatosk has a thing for, you know, sort of motherly women, too.
We won't lose.
I mean, he is a tree spirit, so... Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, you know what I need to do? Now that I've played Tales of Symphonia and Dawn of the New World, I need to play Tales of Fantasia. I need to complete the story of this world. I have played Tales of Fantasia before, and I've gone through like 90% of it, but I've never actually beaten Tales of Symphonia. Or, sorry, Tales of Fantasia. Ooh, yeah, I have to. Okay, Tales of Fantasia is going on the absolutely going to play list. Really don't care about the treasure chests. There is nothing in them that matters to me at this point. Oh, God, that's gonna be so sick playing Tales of Fantasia. Not to mention, since it's an older game, it's so much shorter. It's... oh, God, it's gonna be such a nice change of pace after all those super long, newer 3D RPGs I've been playing over the last the last several years. Oh, yeah, okay, alright. After Mass Effect, Mass Effect might go until... I don't know. Okay, the two games I know for sure are upcoming. Fantasy Life I, when that drops in May.
Does that?
Although I think that comes out at the end of May.
I'm not.
And then, yeah, Tales of Fantasia. Oh, man. Did you guys see the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal? I thought it was great. I think it is unfortunate that it is priced the way it is. I think $80 for like triple A Switch 2 games is I wouldn't say it's unreasonable. I think 70 would be more appropriate. What I will say is that I find the pricing, although disappointing, understandable.
Oh.
I mean, when the 3DS came out, it was like $300. That was a significantly smaller system, significantly less powerful system. And that was considered by a significant portion of the market to be too high a price point. And it did end up dropping fairly quickly, and early adopters like myself ended up getting like some nice perks for having, you know, gone and paid that like crazy price initially.
And
That being said, like,
this
the money crunch has definitely gotten worse in the years since the Switch came out. I would prefer it if the Switch was cheaper, if the Switch 2 was cheaper, but I understand it being at a $450 price point. Unfortunately, it is definitely no longer going to be at a $450 price point, due to, of course, the tariffs. And I think a lot of businesses are going to have to very carefully reconsider their pricing on a lot of things. The arithmetic has all changed. But $80... I will say this, though, conclusively. $90 for a physical edition of a Switch 2 game, that is not excusable, and that is not understandable to me. That is absurd. That is absurd. If the physicals were $80, I would still think that is too much. If both physical and digitals were $70, I would understand it more, even if I wasn't happy about it.
Whoa. So
But
what are you talking?
It's
I also really hope that we will see a wider variation in pricing. Like, for example, I'll give a good example, okay?
You're saying that
Tears of the Kingdom and Echoes of Wisdom. Both are Zelda games. Both are fantastic games.
where are you?
If Tears of the Kingdom was $70, I would consider that to be an appropriate, fair price. Wouldn't be happy about it, but I would understand it. If Echoes of Wisdom was $70, I do not think it would be worth it. I would not think that would be understandable. Echoes of Wisdom, despite being another, you know, mainline Zelda... Well, probably not mainline, but also being, you know, another Zelda game, a wonderful experience, simply is not a game of that size, of that caliber. It is not worth that kind of a price point to me. So I do hope that we see a significantly greater degree in the variation of pricing for
Sebastian,
you know, Nintendo
I
games.
was the one who witnessed it, Master.
Otherwise,
You mean
I simply think there's a lot of games that a lot of people are just not going to buy. I think that is the most likely scenario. That's certainly going to affect my decisions.
Now that you...
was
And I've been a Nintendo guy my entire life. So, you know, I do hope...
Judging...
I'm just...
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out. I will be utterly shocked if I get a Switch 2 before the end of the year. And even then, it would probably only be if it was a gift from or purchased with, you know, birthday and Christmas money from, like, my dad or something, who's particularly well off. That's the only scenario where I see myself being able to afford a Switch 2 at this point in life. And that's fine. You don't have to be an early adopter. There's honestly not really a great deal of advantage to it. Okay. Wait, are we going to talk to the king at this point? Is that what we do? Yes. Oh, I should show off Hanias and Jord's new powers. So, they both have Killer Instinct now, which decreases their own defense but increases their attack. You know, because as you can see from the stats, they definitely really needed more attack. I swear I had gotten something. Oh, no, okay. I was remembering wrong. Sorry. I thought that I had picked up a book while I was clearing quests waiting to get the Spiritual Treasure one. I thought I picked up a book that would let me teach power attack up 2 to one of my monsters. But I just remembered that I had thought that, looked at it, realized it was Arts Attack 2, and given that to a different monster while clearing the arena.
Because
That's fine. I don't even know why I'm so chatty today. Honestly, I'm in a good mood, okay? It's been a really rough month. I've been really depressed in the last week.
East?
Honestly, I'm feeling
The Vanguard.
pretty good today. Feeling very energetic, looking forward to starting a new project
right now,
later this afternoon. I think that's going to be amazing.
the Vanguard's
I
after
have
the course
already
too,
been
correct?
streaming for an hour.
well, Celis came.
Tea is good.
I've already asked my people to start us.
So,
If I don't get some, well,
yeah. Off to the Cape Fortress. Oh, nope, more scenes first. I mean, no one's watching right now. In the last hour, I've had a grand total of 4 views.
What are you?
I'm sitting on an average view duration of 2 minutes and 21 seconds. No one's watching this. I don't know why I'm being so interactive.
It's...
then let. Wait,
Although, without people here, and under the assumption that it's very probable no one will ever watch and actually listen to these next words, I have been considering winding down my channel.
Yeah.
Just no longer doing regular streams, no longer doing daily uploads. I mean, I wouldn't delete it or anything, I have no need for that, but I have been considering just accepting the fact that this channel never has and never will reach a point where it's able to provide me any kind of supplemental income, no matter how small. And simply diverting all of that time and energy to different pursuits. I'm really, really considering it. But even without an audience, I genuinely enjoy doing this. And those times where I can get to interact with people and collaborate with people are deeply, deeply satisfying to me. So, I don't know. Is this a cottontail? Yeah, that's fine.
You're too weak.
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm actually curious. No, they don't have any. They don't have any arts defense. Jordan and Hanias are pretty close to reaching their cap. Well, Jord at least is very close to reaching their cap of skill points, because I believe the skill point cap is at 94. Some dex for some more crits is good. Some dex, HP increase 1. Yeah, that's fine. I actually want to check something real quick before I go in. I want to check the Cat's Guild quests. See if any of the quests are awarding the tome that teaches physical power up to. Because I believe that is obtained exclusively as a quest reward. So I just want to give it a quick look. Half plate, broadsword, light plate, purple ribbon, blue fluid. Nope. Okay. Let's take Heinz for a minute. Heinz, you are doing okay. Alright, let's give it another shot at the monster battle. If not, we're just not coming back here until Jordan and Nias are, like, in the 90s. Those kitty cats were so freaking strong. But we've also got Heinz back. You know, maybe all we needed to succeed was the power of ketchup. I also want to make sure that I spread my forces a bit. Heinz, I want you to use arts. And then we want to adjust the formation, put Heinz in the back. Honestly, let's put the bunny up front. Maybe it can be a distraction to take the initial cast of the kitty cat magic. Even the enemy golf beast is crazy strong. Very good, Heinz. Yeah, I think it's okay just letting you cast whatever. Okay, next round. Hopefully with my party arranged differently, I will actually be able to get close enough to maybe kill some of these things. Okay. We need to drop our juggernauts. Okay. Yeah, we need as many juggernauts as we can get. Okay, okay. We're doing good. That's good. We got a heal. Kill it. Oh my god, it's just not taking damage. Crap. Okay. Crap. This thing casts way too fast. Okay. Alright, I beat the kitty cats, but I'm not in a good position. What is the final battle? Oh! Okay, it's Alice's team. Athos, Porthos, and Aramis. Okay, first things first, we want Ravenous to immediately begin casting Heal. Okay, Ravenous was the only survivor. We are dead. Still, not bad. We're already nearly at a point where we can handle the monster battles. That's excellent news. I think it is worth trying to increase their other stats. So let's go ahead and feed them some soup. Soup increases every stat. And do not evolve. Heinz, you can benefit from some pickled vegetables. And Hanias, soup for you. Very good. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, thank you, Heinz, for helping me check that out. I really appreciate it. Do we have any other manuscripts? We do. Okay. Laterite is now able to evolve. You do have on the Feral Shadow. And you can turn into a Mikasa. A Mikasa. There we go. Okay, that is one more off the list. So leveling this up all the way and then resetting it to do the bunny again would take a while. Luckily, I think I have other bunnies. is. I've got a cottontail. I did it again. I didn't take off the item. There we go. Okay. Now we put back in the other bunny. Excellent. No, I can't farm the Asian manuscripts anymore. Because now Jordan and Anais are higher than level 70. Damn. Alright, that's fine, that's fine. They're just gonna keep getting stronger. Their stats are just gonna keep going up. Honestly, if they never gained another point of physical attack power, they would still be capable of handling almost anything. We are at 1,240 encounters. I suspect that we will hit the 256 battle mark before we reach... what's realistic? 1320. I would be very surprised if we do not achieve it before hitting battle 1320. And there's going to be a lot of fights. Not to mention, we have Spellbinds active, so...
You're too weak.
There we go. Okay, no Lethal Golem. Of course, we also still have to fill up all the monster slots. Alright. I am going to show off this new power possessed by my bears. Lightning Devastation. With Lightning Devastation, they create a big circle on themselves, and then after, like, somewhere between, like, 4 or 5 seconds, it creates a huge explosion where that circle was. So, on top of the powerful physical attack, my Golf Beasts actually have the ability to hit things in an AoE. But I'm pretty sure that one uses their Arts Attack stat, which, I mean, it's respectable. 319. I mean, it's better than a meal, but it's just not going to do anything like a physical hit would.
I hope so.
Alright, time for Sheena to fall in a hole.
I wish. Sheena.
Huh?
Well, bye, Sheena.
Huh? You gotta be kidding!
What?
Right. Good.
Okay.
She.
Keep on going, win all the things.
We're gonna win!
I love when the Golf Beasts kill more than one thing in a single attack. It's so satisfying. Do 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 do. I've done the Cade Fortress enough times now, mostly through the Cats Guild quests, that this should not take too long. Last time I got a little bit stuck here.
No. In.
Yeah.
We'll there.
You are. What? You.
Zelos is not someone I would say is a good person. He's not someone I would want to get to know. He's not someone I would want to hang out with. Zelos has issues that I would not want to deal with. But I think he's a fantastic character.
That's it?
Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Okay, first things first. Open this. Does that close this? No, it doesn't. Okay. So now we go down here. Fight any enemies along the way so we can get closer to that elusive title. Good. Do 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 do. Hello. Marta, Emil, you guys really can just, take a backseat here.
You're so amazing.
It's nothing.
I love the way you said that.
I'm not fighting anymore.
Okay, yeah, good. Thought I was having an issue. I needed to check my volume levels again. They were fine. So, Volcano the Viper, you will get the Feral Shadow. There we go. And the path is open.
I guess you want to die.
Do 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 do.
You're too weak.
Good job, Emil. You actually got last hit in there. I think I'm going to have... Well... I was gonna say I think I'm gonna have tacos for lunch, but... I'd have to, get up and leave. Okay. Whoops. Alright. Bird bug wear plant armor. Bird bug wear plant armor. Bird bug wear plant armor. Bird bug wear plant armor demon. Yes, I know it's connected to the fence mechanism. Thank you. No need to sidetrack for treasures. And cup. This one is the fake Lloyd.
The imposter is...
Now bite the dust.
Dex time. Okay, I actually do want to control Emil for this one. Dex can hit pretty hard. And he's probably going to use his Mythic. He is not going to use his Mythic. Excellent. More skill, more levels, more powers for the bears. And skip. Richter. Okay, no, Emil.
Violent waters to rout my enemies. Enduring summer. Mortal summer. Arise, O violent waters to rout my enemies.
Well, that went well. I love my bears. I love my bears so much. Alright, skip. And we got the Glaucius. And skip. Not bad, all things considered. That went very, very well. Alright, let's get out of this dungeon. And I think that's going to be the end of Chapter 5. Which means I'm going to need to prioritize getting the next part of the Twilight Palace questline done next. Excuse me.
We're gonna win! Oh, sacred will!
Don't underestimate Emil, though.
You're so...
That weapon is so sweet. Alright, fine. I'll turn and fight ya.
Savagery, heavenly tempest.
Cool.
You're so amazing!
Do 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 do. I am not looking forward to the Lightning Temple. The Lightning Temple is a pain in the butt. But on the other hand, it will let me farm Philosopher's Stones. And that is pretty sweet. Because if I get the Philosopher's Stones, I can start evolving all of my other things. That would be particularly useful. Good job, Jord. Good job, Hanias. Very nice. Oh! Whoa. Leg's trying to cramp on me again. Ugh. It does that. I've always had an issue with my legs trying to cramp on me. It's very annoying. Alright, off we go.
Won't you?
There is a... We have to... Worry?
Then let's... You can start by giving all of your cores to me.
Lloyd, that's not happening.
Maybe...
This isn't
Lloyd.
Lloyd.
Talk.
Lloyd!
We have to...
It's no use.
Not again.
And let's.
I'm... Okay.
Okay. Not bad. Back to Mel Tokyo. Zealous, you're a creep. Ah. I like how when you get near the end of the game, after you've awakened all the cores, stuff like, you know, the tipped over plants, the damaged ground, the occasional earthquakes, I like how they all stop. Alright, we got Celeste back.
Thank you.
I've no idea. But the van.
Were they...
Okay. Do.
No.
Sheena...
Yes.
I'll need.
I'll head back. Leave that up to my...
Okay.
I'll go after the rest. That way we'll...
Then I shall I don't pretend, but perhaps.
Good idea. And I can't...
Count me out. So I.
It is kind of amazing that Lloyd seemingly took so long to figure out that the cores were all in like the old temples.
Well then.
Yeah.
Sweet. So where is it you actually wanted me to go right now? Doesn't actually prompt me anywhere. That's okay. I assume if we try to leave the town, we'll get a cutscene. Or maybe it'll just let me go to the Temple of Lightning. Nope, that looks like a cutscene to me.
Now then.
In.
Earth.
In sheep.
What's...
No.
So they...
I cannot.
Yeah. Solemn's core, no.
Well...
Indeed. No.
Okay. So let's take a look at my lists here. Sacred Stone Part 4 and Meltokyo Part 4. Okay. That's fine. So we go to the Temple of Earth. They're like, you can't go to the Temple of Earth. And then we leave.
Halt!
What?
It's all. So.
Uh-huh.
No.
Temple of Lightning!
Well, a summon spirit.
Perhaps. By the way, why don't we hatch Glockius's?
Oh,
Yep. Another core in my possession.
Now,
Okay, Emil decided he's gonna take a nap. Feeling any better?
it's
You... Marta.
Marta, you are so sweet.
Thank
You also really need a therapist.
oh,
you.
yeah.
Marta, go to your own bedroom now, okay?
Emil.
She would have absolutely slept in the same room if the, adults in the party would have let her get away with it. I will not go so far to say I think she'd try to sleep in the same bed, but I absolutely believe she would have tried to sleep in the same room. Do 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 do. Okay. So that lets us go to the Temple of Lightning, which starts chapter 5. No, chapter 6. Dark Premonition.
This is a restricted area.
And skip. And leave. So the first thing we're going to do is go back to Meltokyo. Because I think we can now get the truly delightful part of Alice and Dex's thing. Oh, no. That's after entering the Temple of Earth. I didn't actually enter the Temple of Earth, right? But what I definitely do need to do is to make sure that I complete the next part of the Twilight Palace questline. So it's time for more Cat's Guild quests. Quest time! None of those. But that is fine. We'll just keep clearing them until we get the right quest. Go, my bears! They are so... You know what? Now is actually a good time for lightning devastation. Oh, never mind. They stopped them. Dang. Well, that worked. Hey, War General! Hello! Welcome to me just bashing through dialogue. and showing off the power of my legendary Super Saiyan bears. Which I have now absolutely proven can, in fact, hit enemies for over 20,000 damage. Because I showed it. Alright, we're going to take out these ones first, the ones that are just one fight. Ah, of course. Of course. I was a bird all along. That's probably what happened here.
Receive the gesture.
I love my bears. Oh, I love my bears so much. They're so much fun. Very good. Do. Okay, next, let's do some cooking. Volcano. You can evolve into Khan. Have you progressed farther in Craft Mine after your newest video of it? Not really. I haven't actually done any more Craft Mine since recording the second episode. Well, actually, I did play a little longer after that, but I haven't played any more since that day. But I have pretty much unlocked, like, every skill. At least the ones that aren't, like, locked behind, like, some kind of a specific, thing, like defeating an Enderman or Ender Dragons or anything. Mostly I've just been abusing the hell out of cobblestone stairs. Copper. Carbuncle. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to level that up and reset it. Oh, wait, don't forget. There we go. Okay, take the Spiral Shadow off of Volcano. So the next one I need to start working on is I actually do need to get the mushroom leveled up again. Yeah. Still, Monster Book is coming along pretty well. I do have an Azure manuscript. We can just drop that on Cinnamon. And then Cinnamon is immediately able to evolve. What was the... I need to look up my fungus monster evolution tree again. Okay. So the last one on this list, I believe, is called a vaudeville. Yes, okay. It is a vaudeville. But it doesn't list what I need. Okay, hold on. Vaudeville. It's being a real jerk today. Alright, come on. Where's the list? Nope, that doesn't help me. That doesn't help me. Screw it. Is it level capped? It's not level capped, so we'll just let it run a little longer. It's fine. I still have to do more of the quests anyway. Alright, there's our zombie. Just fight it and kill it real quick. Oof. That poor monster actually teleported closer to a Super Saiyan bear. Not a good choice. Not a good choice at all. Okay, keep going. Very good. Next quest. Yeah, okay, this is the one. This is the Twilight Palace quest. So we'll just knock this out, and then we'll head to the... Well, actually, after this, we're gonna call it for the stream, because that'll basically take me to the 2-hour mark. I will take care of the Lightning Temple and keep playing this on my own time. Next week will, in fact, definitely be the Twilight Palace and the good ending. And quite possibly just Glodsheim as well. I may just be set to do all of that as soon as we get to the stream next week. So it would have to be a longer stream for certain, because Glodsheim is going to take hours, and there is absolutely no way to avoid that. But Twilight Palace would be less than an hour at my current power level. And the good ending, the fight itself would be very short. So yeah, I think that works. Next week I will be ready for it. We'll do the Twilight Palace, Glodsheim, and the good ending. It's going to be a hell of a finale, and it's going to be a long finale too. I will be streaming again later today. It's going to be at 3 o'clock my time, basically, 4 hours and 15 minutes from now. Where I'm going to be starting a new RPG Maker project where I'm going to be building a bad gacha game. And I'm actually pretty happy about it, and because this one has a very finite plan to it, it's not going to be nearly as involved building it. Like, most of the work going into it is going to be database and pre-planning work, just to make sure that the actual gacha system is functional. As far as map work and events goes, there's going to be a fraction of what I've had to do in the community project. So, if you want to see someone repeatedly type figures into a database, then that is going to be the stream for you, and I would also recommend seeing a therapist, I think. And, yeah, I'll probably stream for a couple hours there as well, maybe 3. We'll see how it goes. I have actually done a significant amount of pre-planning work, so I do have a good idea of what I am doing. Therapist is expensive and overrated. Expensive, yes. Overrated, no. A good therapist can actually be life-altering. We appear to have gone through this entire side quest in about 4 minutes. Never underestimate the Super Saiyan bears. Just commit tax evasion. I already commit tax evasion. We don't need to do more of it. Okay. That's Twilight Palace Part 2. Wait. Wait, I think that might have actually been the wrong quest. Yeah, I think I screwed it up. Alright, screw it. Okay, next week, not Twilight Palace. We'll just go Gladsheim. Gladsheim and Good Ending next week. Whatever. It's all fine. There's nothing in the Twilight Palace that isn't also going to be seen in Gladsheim, so that's fine. Okay. I think that's going to be it for me for now. I'm gonna get some stuff done. I'm gonna have some lunch. It's gonna be very pleasant. And, see you all again in a few hours for my next stream. So let's go ahead and make the sound to summon the end of the stream. Wow, 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 wow.